Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the world on GeoGuessr. And, I do so region by region, county by county, territory by territory, state by state, or whatever you call the first level of subdivisions of the various countries on planet Earth. And I have a threefold aim doing this. A, hopefully to have some fun while doing so. B, see places I have never been and probably will never go. And C, try to score 25,000 points in each region that I play at any given time on GeoGuessr. And if I fail to do so, well, I might play that region again at another date. But if I succeed in playing 25,000 points in the region, well, that's that region done with, and it will not feature again in the series. Today, we're going into Africa, and we are going into Rwanda. We're going into Rwanda's western province, or Intara Iburengerazuba, or something like that. As you can see, it's here under the shore of Lake Kivu, up against the border against the Democratic Republic of Congo, and also borders Burundi in the south. And what more can we say about this? It's not terribly large. It's a little shy of 6,000 square kilometers. Has probably about 3 million people today. It had 2.9 million people 3 years ago. And the capital of the area is the city of Kibuye, which sits down here and has a total of... Well, it's a small one. It's got 12,325 inhabitants, but that was in 2012, so that might have changed a bit. I have a feeling that there's a larger city here, the city of Gisenyi, which sits here on the border, and it's basically a twin city with Goma across the border in the DR Congo. And there's about 150,000 people, or probably more, because that's a 13-year-old number. As we can see, and all the locations are located either in the cities or on the main roads, which at least is a good thing, because that should make things a little easier. But if we get caught up in the cities, things might get a little interesting. Of course, there's this long road here as well. Anyways, I'm just stalling, so let's save this and see if we can get anywhere. I have played one region out of Rwanda so far, and that was not very successful. Let's see, just going to put the link in a safe spot. So you guys can play along with me if you like. You'll find it in the comments. Sorry, not in the comments, in the description of the video. And here we go. Right, okay. Well, that is not very encouraging, although there's a lot of houses around. But this is a very densely populated area, and it's got what does it say? It's got a population density of about 500. So even if there's a lot of houses around, that doesn't mean that we are in a town or a city. So I think I want to go south and west in this map, because we got... I wonder if that's a school or a town hall or something. Because of the Lake Kivu, that's in the west. If we can find the lake or see the lake, we can use that as a reference point for things. But this seems to be on one of those main routes through the countryside. And here's our first glimmer of hope. Well, what do we have here? Repubulika i Rwanda minisiteri ubuzima akarere ka Rusizi AR diocese Could that be Archdiocese? Siangugu. Siangugu, yeah, that's down here. Okay. And then we got something, I think, Ikigo, Nderabazuma, Sia Shagasha. Okay, that's a lot of information to take in. So we don't have to be in Siangugu. But it seems likely that was somewhere in the area. So where could this be then? Oh, Air Siangugu. Okay, we got to be somewhere close to this then. Or what? So let's see. So we have been coming down this road from the north. Wondering if we could be around here. Siangungu. Let's see now. Yeah, maybe we should go there. That sounds like a plan. Let's just... Oop. It jumps around like a madman. There we are. There's a Siangungu here and Siangungu there, but I am fairly sure those are the same. They do have a habit of spelling names of places in a myriad of ways in Africa. Okay, so that road is more used. We're heading westwards here. So, how about this area? How about that indeed? Let's see. Now we're heading northwest. That fits. And turning northwards. Yeah, if we now get a bend, which we don't get in that direction. Okay, that's a bummer. Huh. But no, this is definitely not it. Let's see, do we wind up anywhere that is anywhere? Well, we're long since the 200 meters to the ER Yangungo. Or Siangungo, I mean. And this is starting to look more urban-like. This is this intersection. Okay, I got you now. So, right. So if I go south again, I will find... Let's see, I will find these buildings. So we are north of this bend. Probably somewhere up here. Let's see. So we're looking slightly northeast. That works. Might have placed myself a little too far north. Let's see, that's the... Oh, maybe that's not too bad. Let's see now. If I go north from here. So we are slightly northeast. And even more, a little more. And then we turn northwest. It's a little hard to navigate this. Okay, so that's where those buildings were. Let's see, so I'm moving slightly southwest. I'm fairly sure we're on this bit of road. And then we are moving slightly southeast. Don't be too sure now. Don't be too sure now. No, we must be up here somewhere. Let's see now. One more time, go back. So we're looking northeast. And we are wearing slightly south. No, we've got to be there. And slightly south west, and then we go even more southwest. What? Must have been down here then. Then we go around this bend. And now we're angling southwest again, so now we must be here. Yeah, because then we come to these buildings again. Right. I'm almost got it now. Let's see. And we're looking northeast. God, I'm such a moron today. So either here or up here. But I think we got to be we got to be about here. Right? Let's see now. So I look south. Southwest is where I'm looking. And we are slightly less westerly. And then we take a big turn for the southeast. That is this turn. And then immediately take a turn for the southwest. Yeah. Okay, starting to home in. So we could be next to these guys. Or down here. I need to see what's on the top of the hill here. Okay, so here's... Looks more like that one than these. And let's see. Except that there are no buildings down here. That rhymes better with that. Let's see what we got coming up here. Yeah, kinda. That's a... Yes, there are houses up there. And now we're getting houses down here. There's like 3 buildings. So there's that one. And well, that could kind of look like an extension to that one. Turn around. There are buildings immediately inside here. And also, we're coming up on this bend there. All right. 26 minutes and we almost got you in the bag. Just need to cinch it. Let's see. We are... Ooh. Gonna place myself here. Nice. That took a long time, but whoa. Oh, hey, this actually looks a little more, well, probably just as hard. It just looks a little more doable. Okay, what does it say here? Salon de coiffure Amani. No, Amani. I'm moving north. Thank you. Rangi Classic. Okay. Kind of looks much like the terrain we just were in. It's just the same kind of hills. So, definitely beefing up the infrastructure here. Very busy working, and this is what I like to see. If I can get to see it. Republic of Rwanda, yep. Construction of RUDP two-phase asphalt something. But roads and drainages in Ruzizi City. Okay, so we're down here somewhere again. So Ruzizi, as we saw, kind of stretches all the way from down here to down there. So that's not genuinely helpful. But how about this area here? Well, actually, it could be here as well. Doesn't seem likely though. And we could also be down here. Now, the thing is though, this road joins with another one. What else does it say here? Okay, that's just the same thing in local language. Rusizi. Okay, let's just continue north and... Okay, things are going on here. St. Matthew's School, 400 meters down that road. And now that is an interesting structure. Okay, so looking northwest, and the road has another road join onto it on a bend. That kind of looks like a candidate, except that it doesn't have this intersection. And then we are in a different country. And there's St. Matthew's School. Let's see if we can find the St. Matthew's. University of Rwanda. Yeah, so I guess it's possible that we could be even further out than I think. Okay, at the moment I'm a little confused. But oi, what else does it say? Emerald. Don't think I've seen that name around. Okay, can we? Yeah, we can head up the hill. I'm curious about that big building that's on top here. Also, there's Lake Kivu. We're going north. Curve northwestwards. This is looking like an affluent place, part of town. Let's see, there's something over there. Mm, that's Emerald. That was 2 kilometers away. This looks promising. Could I possibly be up here? North, northwest. I like this one better. Hmm. Tough, 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 tough. Let's head back down to the intersection. Here, no, not this one, but the one below. This one. Hmm. Let's continue down the hill here. Oh, here's a sign. Oh, Rusizi district headquarters. District office. That must be it. That has to be it. So that means we're somewhere up here, doesn't it? Or possibly somewhere up here. Let's see now. Back to start. So we are going north on a Wrigley Road. That excludes this one. Now, okay, so we got a road to the side here. We could be there. Although that's not likely. More likely that we're here. That this thing is that. Although, let's see, so we're looking southeastwards. That thing should be this one. But I think there's a lot of very new houses here. So I'll have to keep my eyes on the road mainly. So here we go northwest. Coming around a corner. Going around another one. Going around yet another corner. And then we join up with the road here. That's probably down here. That building is likely to be that one. They have changed the layout of the road here somewhat. So then we head down here. Where all the road construction work is going on. We got a road going off to the side here. That's probably that one. And then we're linking up with this road. So, and now we go north. And then we will link up with this road over here. So, which is this road. And there should be a structure here as well, but anyways, now we're on the NR11. Okay, so we are somewhere up here. Probably about there. Just a little, I just want to be a little cautious about that though. There are no buildings showing here. Well, let's see about this road. It does curve. And it should end soon over here. Let's see. But it doesn't. So does that mean we're here? That's actually somewhat more likely. Back again. So we got that building, which must be this one, and that building, which must be that one. We got these buildings, which are these. And let's see, so we got a smaller building in front of something else. That has to be that. That's a large buildings there. Yeah, this has to be it. Well, actually, that is probably that one. But I don't like probably. I want to know. See, are there any signs of that triangular thing here? No. And the road does, well, both that one and that one makes an abrupt sudden turn, but this one has a very visible squiggle on it. And this house is probably that one. And then there is this building down here, which we barely can see, which is probably that. And there are more houses and buildings. Yeah, this is definitely not this one. So I'll go with that. Ooh, misalignment. Well, I did see that, but okay. Fair enough. Oh my word. That's a house on the hill. Okay, let's go west again. Oh, no, 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 none of that. None of that. I want to see where I'm going. You're not going to jump me to another road. See, so this is Westwoods. Have they shot this at two different locations? Let's see. Yeah, they seem to have. It's like 2024. It's like one. Okay. Yeah, chase the Google car kids. Oh, there you are. No, hang on. Yeah, 2023 and 2024. Well, I didn't expect to go this way. Did we come up from here? Yes, we did. Well, that's green. And windy. What can we see on top here? We cannot see the lake. Okay, gonna put down a... Well, that was a dapper fellow. Two dapper fellows. Huh. Suits and jerrycans. But okay, so we have to be in one of the more densely populated areas because... oh, there's the lake. Right. That's a big compound. Let's see. There's an island or something to the west. Well, we could be down here again. Sorry. We could be down here again. But we're very high up if we are. So, how about... No, we're not in Gisenyi, and that's pretty evident. There is a main road. That's probably one of the... That should be possible to see. Let's see now. Let's look into the northwest. So, then there's a question on this road. I wonder if we could be up in the hills here somewhere. This is definitely a genocide memorial, but why is it fenced in? Is it that sort of controversial, or it's like, huh, interesting. And power lines marching right through it. Interesting concept there. Okay, so back to start. We are so somewhere down here. Let's see, we're looking westwards. It could be about here. Let's see if I go this way. There should be a road. Well, that's not a road, but should be a road coming down somewhere over here. And now we're coming to this. Yep, now we're coming to the end of the road. Let's head back again. There's a road missing here. But I'm fairly sure that we are somewhere here. Oh, of course. Oh, I forgot about the houses. And I think we're looking at the middle one. It looks like a fairly good placement. Let's see, just move slightly. Yeah. Don't think that's a strikeout. This is due south is Mackinham. Let's see. So that's the middle building, and we're looking at it at the... Yeah, that's got to be pretty good. It was. Phew. This is tough. Hard going, but we're doing it. We're doing it. And this is also pinnable if we can just figure out the lay of the land. Back up again. Let's see. Northwest. Head in the direction of Lake Kivu again. And yeah, I was starting to get familiar with this area, but not entirely certain we're in the same area. Kind of looks a little different. The lake is probably out there. See now. Now we go northwest, northeastwards. We don't want that. Kind of want to try to get to town. Like down this way. Empty and Momo. Okay. Westwards is a good direction. Oh yeah, this is going to be a fun one. The roads here seem to have appeared on an ad hoc basis. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You make roads where you need them to be. So, at least if authority and Mother Nature allows you. Okay, this is getting a bit too zigzaggy. I still haven't really made any progress on getting down into the city. But yeah, we're getting closer. Except for the fact that we found a dead end. And that's not good. Okay, so let's go south instead. Southeast is not a good direction in general. At least it brought us out onto this main route here. And I think I want to go south this time. Let's continue along this one, which seems to be a main road of some sort. I mean, if I keep going south, I should, at least in theory, hit something of significance. Now, if we could catch a name of a school or something again, that would be grand. Let's see. What do I have here? Otangira. I don't know if that is the name of the place. A place, but there's something to commit to memory. Otangira. Okay, let's get back on the road that we were on. Over here, and keep heading south. Hopefully we'll hit a main road. Oh, wait. Hello? Why do we wind up here all the time? I mean, there's plenty of... Okay, so here's the Shagasha Secondary School again. So we were on that road. Let's see, so this time we're on one of these guys. Let's put it down there as a preliminary one. Let's see, so there's a good number of houses around here. And let's see, when I go... Okay, let's see now. So it's more likely that we're around here. Let's see, because we got a squiggly road going down like so. We also got this road, which has to be this one. Just want to see what the houses over here are like. Let's see. So we do have on the south side, we have some mud brick houses. And we have some more houses there. Some long houses there. That building there, down there. That looks at least very likely that we're up here somewhere. Next then, let's see. So here's an angled house, which I think is this one. An L-shaped one. And this one is likely to be that one. There's supposed to be a road running between, well, there is sort of a road. Let's see, and this one should be directly next to another structure, that one. And then we have several houses on the downside here before we end up with that. Now, I've long since learned that I should not marry to an idea. Also, there's a lot of misalignment here. Let's see, the next house is that one. Yeah, it's got the right position to the other one here. And then there's quite a gap until the next one. Some houses further down, but the next house is this one. That is in the right location, so I think we're going to go with this one. Good. And a file around. Oh no. Oh no, I could be striking out here. I could very well be striking out here. That building there might save me if the misalignment isn't too bad. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so we got Lake Kivu over there again. And I swear to God that we're down here again. And this time we're further south. Aren't we? So let's see. Yeah. We might possibly be down here. Although no, we're not. I'm a little confuddled to where we are. Let's see now. But this is definitely the... I'm sure this is the NR11. Or maybe not, actually. It's a little too narrow for that. Let's see now. Well, let's just stick to this one and we will surely find something eventually. Let's see, what was that blue and yellow building thingy? What was it? Waisanga? Waisanga Hano. That's probably not the name of a place. This, on the other hand, Le Pays de Grand Lac. Okay. Well, supposed to be cooperation between the DR Congo, Rwanda, and Burundi. Well, yep, here we go. Rusizi, yet again. The local Le Pays de Grand Lac. So this is some sort of administration for the lakes or something, and the Kamembe sector office. The Kamembe. Kamembe sector. Didn't we see Kamembe somewhere? Fairly sure I've seen the name Kamembe. Yes, the Kamembe sector office is here. Really? Really? Hmm. So the problem is we were over here. I. Do I like that? Not one bit. Let's see. This is where we came from, right? I hope. Let's see. Or have I made a wrong turn somewhere? I don't think so. I just probably came from further away. Probably came from one of these other bends here. Is this the bend? This is the bend, isn't it? No? Let's see, that is... Yeah, here's the dude. That's the lady that was carrying stuff on her head. So we must be on this bend. That's the building. It's that one. Ouch. This will not be easy. Are we clipping the building or are we not? No, we're clipping some buildings further ahead. Let's see there. We're clipping. Oh no, gods, I can't use them. That's misalignment on the map. Hey, okay, so this east-west misalignment, but there probably isn't the north-south, but that doesn't help me at all. And I know what that means. That means a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the end of the bend over here. And then there's another problem. Well, there are several of them. We got that building over there. And these buildings over there. This building is new. It's not here. Well, new, or they decided just not to print it. So right now I'm up here. Ish. I'm actually further along from there. Okay, and then to the opposite side of the end of the bend. So that was 5, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then to the other end of the bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we're close to that one. Yeah. So 13 is to about here. 13 and 5 is 18. That should mean that 9 is roughly there. And 5 should be roughly there. Back to position. I don't like this one. I do not like this one bit. There's that house, which is completely invisible. Oh god, so I really hope I'm not off by a lot here. I think my placement is good, but it could possibly be further south. But it will do this. Come on, please. We did it. We did it. Oh man. But why were all the locations down here in the south? There's like loads of locations elsewhere, so that's like really, really weird. Really, really weird by the random number generator or the whatever. So, yeah, everything was done in Rusizi. Rusizi. Well, at least we got to know that place a lot. Oh, that was fun. That first round was absolute brutal, but it was still good fun. And you sort of started getting the lay of the land. This was quite doable. But yeah, needed a lot of acclimatization to figure things out. So yeah, that is the western region or western province of Rwanda done. And well, that will now no longer feature in the series. So, and I'm glad that you are here with me on a tiny dot in space. And I hope you'll hang on around until the next episode is up. So until then, bye bye.